Hi, so I had an elliptic and the resistance motor died. So instead of buying the whole new piece, which I couldn't find and cost like $40, I decided to fix it. The first thing that I'm going to show you is how do you know if the motor is working or not. So as you can see, you're going to have in all the motors a cable like this one, and inside of it you're going to find 5 smaller cables. So 2 of them, in this case the blue and the yellow one, are going to the motor, and in this case as well the red, white and black are going to a variable resistance. The first thing that we're going to test is the motor itself. So this one is pretty easy. You're going to need like a bunch of batteries. You need to have at least 3 volts and it can go up to 9. In this case I have like probably 3.5 or something like that. So I have 3 small AAA batteries. And the thing that you're going to do is, well, turn it. This thing is going to turn if it's working. It won't turn if it doesn't. And let me just plug this thing. Sorry about that. Okay, and then we're going to test. So, as we saw, we are interested in the blue and the yellow cables. In any motor, depending on where do you put the voltage, you're going to get like a different way of turning. So it's going to turn left or it's going to turn right. So I'm going to put it here. The other one I'm going to put it there. And then I'm going to just put it here. Sorry about this, it's like it's working. So you can see that the motor is turning. If I put the battery in the other way around, it should turn to the other direction. So now it's turning back. So by doing this test, we know that the motor is working itself. It can keep going, and at some point it's gonna make some strange noise because it's gonna reach the end, and that's it. Usually, this is the way the motor works, and then the elliptic needs something to know that it's done, that it reached the end or the beginning. So that's when this potentiometer enters in place. Sorry about that. I bought some from AliExpress. The price is like 25 cents, and this was actually the problem. This is a variable resistance. In this case, it's a 5K, so 5,000 ohms. You can see it in the front. You're going to find the same thing in yours, so you know which piece to buy. And well, actually you have like different versions. Since I wasn't sure which was the right size, I mean you can measure and everything, I ordered several. So I spent probably like $2 on 10 of these things. So it's, I mean, 20 cents each, so it's pretty reasonable. So this was the one with the right size. Actually both of them could have worked. Anyway, and the way this works is like you have like three pins. The ones on the outside give you the maximum resistance. So in this case, if I put it here, you're going to see that it gives you 5K or close to it. So 590 something. And this one in the middle, one of the things outside, gives you something that is variable. So if you turn it, which I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna get a value in the middle. So basically, this is the way the elliptic or the bicycle knows that it has reached the end or the beginning. So this thing is going to turn. Inside you're going to have something like this, which is going to be like turning, and that's the way it knows that, okay, I have to stop. So probably you increase the level in your elliptic by 1, so it's going to turn a little bit more. This thing is going to pass into this thing, because I mean this one is directly connected. And well, the values are going to be sent, the values of the resistance are going to be sent to the elliptic, and that one is going to say, okay, I reached the level 1, 2, 3, or whatever you have defined. So this is the way it works. So now, for the next step, we're going to open the motor. So in this one we have like 4 things that we need to remove. I have already done that, so it's just a basic screwdriver that you need. And then you need to remove this thing, the cover. So in this case, I have here at the bottom some plastic thing and you need to press a little bit and pump it. So I have removed this thing, I have to remove the other side, and then we can open it here. I recommend you, I mean it's gonna save you time, to take a screenshot of your motor at this stage, because you're going to have to remove some of these gears and then you have to put them back. In this case I'm gonna lift the whole thing, so these two needs to be together, and I have this thing. As you can see, we have this thing on the other side, and we have this piece here. The one that I ordered online was like too big, so it moves. So what you need to do is like to add something on this side so it's like thicker and doesn't move. In this case I have like some kind of paste that hardens with the time, and I put it there and it worked. So the next step is to remove this thing. You need to remove this thing that turns. You're going to push it down. Anyway, before fixing you need to do it, and here you can see that it has the same value, the B5K that I showed you before. So this part is being taken care. Then you're going to need to replace the second part, well sorry, it's this one. And you just enter it, put it there, it needs to fit on the other side. Just press a little bit, so now it's there. And then you need to put the thing to put it in place. If you're lucky and you got the same size, I mean you don't have to do the thing that I told you about, putting something inside to avoid, so it doesn't move. Then you put it there. Then you need to connect the cables. So for this you're going to need to remove them, cut them, do anything, and then solder them back. So that's the only, let's say, most complicated part. That one I'm not gonna do it here because I have the solder station in another place. Sorry about that. But basically it's just put it back together. I mean the red in this one in the same order. Then you're going to close them. So to close them is essentially what we did on the opposite sense. So you need to put it like here. Then you need to put these things as they were. So this was the first one. Then we have this one. And then just put them in place. So basically with this it should be okay. How do you know it's okay? Because I mean you're not going to be able to move by your hand. That's the way. Then you just put the cover and the bolts, and that's it. So I hope this thing has helped you. If you have like any question, just let me know and we can solve them in the comments. So to close it is just like this, it has to be aligned. Second, basically you need to align the one that goes outside. It's like the tricky part, but after that it's easy. Just see, and then you push hard here, then you put the bolts here, and you're done. You have fixed your motor and you have saved a lot of money. So don't forget to change it and weld this thing and put them in place. That's it.